It is graduation season. High school seniors preparing to cross the stage over the next few weekends. But for some members of the class of 2017, at least in the state of Washington, all that excitement is dampened by a lot of frustration. The state legislature has yet to make a decision on a graduation requirement that could delay diplomas for several thousand seniors. KXLY4's Caroline Rourke working for you with why a biology test could delay those diplomas, maybe for months. Caroline?
Yeah, Nadine, all those students will likely walk across the stage as planned, but like you said, a tie-up in the legislature as to the future of a biology and, of course, exam has forced them to seek other routes to securing their diploma. There are a few subjects that students are tested in before they graduate from high school: math, language arts, and biology. The first two have consistently been included as graduation requirements. It's the biology test that consensus eludes.
There were a diversity of opinions in the legislature, and so what they decided to do was, instead of stop it completely or just continue it, they decided to suspend it.
That suspension has now expired, but the debate is ongoing.
The legislature has a number of different issues on its plate, and I think some of us thought that they would be able to resolve this issue earlier in the spring.
Graduations are now underway across the state, and still no official decision from the state legislature.
I'd like to think that our legislators will, on both sides of the aisle, will come together and will see the greater goodness in it all, but you never really know.
For the 2,000 to 3,000 students in the state that haven't passed that exam, frustrating is one of many words that comes to mind.
It's becoming an issue of fairness for kids and families, that if the two previous classes were absolved of this requirement, then something should be done for the classes that follow.
In Spokane Public Schools, 57 students will don cap and gown just like the rest of their peers this weekend, but they'll have to wait for their diploma until at least the end of August.
Even though school is out, you've walked with your classmates going across, and what you're going to feel, I'm sure, is not quite the same elation that you do until maybe August 25th when they get the results.
They've sent what's called a collection of evidence to the State Office of Public Instruction to be graded over the summer and hopefully approved. Until then,
there's probably some very frustrated students and parents.
So they do technically get to graduate, but a lot of delay there in terms of it getting the actual diploma. Now, we spoke to the Cheney School District today. This is a similar situation. There are 295 school districts in the state of Washington. All of them get to operate this a little bit differently, but most of them will probably operate with the same way Spokane Public Schools has and let those students walk. Then they'll file that collection of evidence and wait until they hear from the OSPI in August. Reporting in studio, Caroline Rourke, KXLY4 News.
Thank you, Caroline.